Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Horned Frogs will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So North Texas offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Back to pass on second down. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about North Texas. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
So TCU's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. Turning it on! The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Mean Green! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Off play action on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds.
first order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Snatches it on the right. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Horned Frogs really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Powers through the defender. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. We've reached a break, and North Texas has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Breaks into the open. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Horned Frogs come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. The Horned Frogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. Motion from the back. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. He's got an open man. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you could just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Makes the grab on the left. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal was.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Makes the grab over the middle. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Great place to start for this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to get the edge on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, North Texas. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Wide open downfield. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs line up to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end now in motion.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Catch in the middle. It's Perkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mean Green. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Quickly complete. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Got his man on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Hard running there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. There he goes. Gives him the big stiff arm. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off from the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're looking to throw on second and short. A strike downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He rifles one deep down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. North Texas will have to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it. Forced the punt. Now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He's got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, the give to the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. The Mean Green, with awful field position, will try to find some room to operate on 1st down. Sends it back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy.
Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed.
This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed to... on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
They've got it down to the 32. First and 10 coming. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the play fake. Under fire. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Military stunt. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Now from inside the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Flips it out to the back.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, running back on the move. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, the ground game. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
How about this methodical, soul-crushing drive? They've already drained more than 3 minutes off the clock as they snap it on second down. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. And that is incomplete.
The quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. To the ground with the back. Brought down inside the 15. Mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision to be made by this offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He splits the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
TCU will send its offense back. Field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be third and long. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. GANg on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Inside the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
Gives it on the option. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's